Hi guys, I'm Dawn Robinson, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite things. One of my friends the other day asked me when I was going to do another live with wine. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing. But today I have my wine in my glass here. Looks bigger just because it's closer to the camera. It's really not that big, see? And I am going to go over one of my favorite things, as I said. So, do any of you need a girls' night in the worst way? I know I do. Me and my girlfriends have been together a long, long time, and we've tried a lot of stuff. But I will say the most fun we have is usually when we're not going out. When we're over at someone's house, and we started doing crafts and cocktails quite a long time ago before we even called it that. We had done different things, but it's kind of evolved over the years, and along the way I've learned quite a few things on what really makes a great craft and cocktails night. So I wanted to share with you guys a few tips if this is something you're interested in trying out. So, and I'm also going to show an example. I have a few things here, so I'm going to have an example project to show you just how easy it is to really put something like this together. So I have 3 tips that I have found really make it the most enjoyable for everyone when you're looking at planning one of these. The first tip I have is that the hostess provides everything. Not necessarily the wine or the cocktails, people can BYOB, but as far as the craft is concerned, it really, really helps if one person provides all the craft supplies. And the reason why this is then you don't have to worry about somebody not bringing something, and if they're giving instructions or doing something new, everybody has the same thing, and not everybody's out going and trying to find the materials that you need. And you can take turns hosting. If you have a big group of friends that likes to do this together, you can all take turns hosting. If you're all going to take turns hosting, and you do it around the same dollar amount, then you don't necessarily need to worry about it. But what I found is the best thing to do is the hostess provides all the craft supplies, lets the group know how much it is, and everyone chips in a certain amount for the craft supplies. And that way you show up, you have your drink, everything's already provided, and you get going. This provides a lot less stress for everyone. That's one of the reasons why those paint and sip party places are so popular, because all you do is you show up and you paint. With your, you bring your wine, you show up and you paint. You don't have to think about, going out and making a special trip to get supplies. If you're someone who crafts a lot, going through all your supplies, right? You already have it there. Makes it a lot smoother. Oh, I need to show off my shirt. This is actually my crafts and cocktail shirt. I have a special shirt. Drink your wine. We have crafts to do. And having said that, if you are going to have the hostess provide everything, I've found that the best crafts and cocktails projects are typically $20 or less per person. And that way you're not really stressing about, are people going to be able to afford it? Is this too expensive? One person may be hosting and have something that's really expensive, and then somebody does something. You don't want to think people are going to judge it for being kind of a cruddy project. So if you kind of set up, and we do $20, but you can really set an amount with your group of friends of how much you would want it. But we typically do our craft and cocktails projects around $20. And my third tip is just using the KISS method. And in this case, it's keep it short and simple. And the reason this is hello, y'all are drinking. We have done a ton of craft and cocktails projects that were overcomplicated, took a long time, and so a few things happen. Most of the time, because you're drinking, you know, you're socializing, either you don't have enough time to socialize if it's too long, or people just don't finish. We did Fiesta Wreaths one year. Well, that takes quite a while, and it's really repetitive, and you're doing a lot of it. I mean, people were just taking their supplies home and finishing it at home because it was just a little bit too long. Same thing, we did a tamale making party. We had a tamalada, and took all night. And we burned a couple of batches because, you know, the longer you go, the more you're drinking. And the more trash you're going to be. So, you know, towards the end, things are not going to be as nice as neat as they were at the beginning. So you want to keep it really short and simple. Again, it gives you the most opportunity to really socialize and get the project done without having to think too much about it. So having a short and simple project is really the best tip I can give for you as far as projects go. So I have an example project that I have not done with my group yet, but we are planning on doing this soon. All right. See, I can't adult today. So I have a few different bath salts. So this is a bath salts project. And so I have a few bags of bath salts, and I picked up these containers at Dollar Tree. Here's a couple that I thought would be real nice. This one, oh man, I forgot to bring it out. I like this one because the top would fit a bath bomb perfectly. So you could put the bath salts in there, put the bath bomb on top, and like wrap it in some tulle or something and put a nice ribbon around it, and that would make a really cute gift. And this one already has a lid, and this is actually a little bit bigger and a better size. This is a little small, but this one's a little bit better size, and it has a lid. I like the ones with lids, the jars with lids. And what I really like about this one is this is actually a sugar container. And again, I just got these at Dollar Tree, so they're $1 each, won't cost a whole lot. And it has this pour spout, which would be great for putting this container near the bathtub so that you can pour the bath salts. And so really simple. I have a couple of scents of bath salts that I have. So I have one that's for colds. It has eucalyptus and peppermint. I have one that's for like muscle relaxing. And this one has like rosemary in it and just the Epsom salts. I have one that has lavender that is not open yet. It's not open. I thought I pre-opened all of these. Oh, there we go. This one has lavender, which is great to relax and also for the kiddos. And then I have one that's like bubble bath. And so I'm going to do two here. One of them, I'm going to do the lavender with the bubbles because I think that would be fun, you know, nice relaxing. And then the other one, which is actually my favorite mix, is I put those cold, you know, with eucalyptus and everything mixed with the muscle relaxing bath salts, which is great. So this one that's being poured, I'm going to do some lavender. And so the fun thing about this, so the idea with this is if you have kids, you've probably done this, but you go to the carnivals or whatever, and you have those jars that you layer sand in, the different colored sand. And so this is the same concept. You're kind of layering the bath salts and making it look really pretty. Now, if this is just for yourself, and this wasn't a craft project, you can just mix them together and just have a mix and stir it or whatever. But I'm just making it pretty because, again, this is supposed to be a craft project. Now look at how simple this is. We're just dumping stuff in here, right? So this is just like you would do those sand projects. I'm going to do a couple of scoops of one and kind of shake it down. But if you had another jar that just had a regular lid, then you would be able to do kind of the same thing and just include a scoop. Maybe a cute little scoop in there so that you can scoop it later. So now, later. Goodness, I can't speak. I haven't even drank that much wine yet. So I'm doing some bubble powder. And again, you do this just like you would do those fun sand projects. So if you wanted to put them on an incline and do it so that they were tilted. And I'm actually going to do this a little faster because, you know, you guys don't want to wait here all day. So I'm going to pour them. This is almost like real life, like what I would do with the Craft and Cocktails project, because, you know, you get tired of doing the project for a while and you just want to drink and socialize. So then you kind of just rush through the rest. And this one, like I said, smells delicious. It's the lavender and then this bubble powder. When I do the other one of these bath salts is actually a really, really pretty blue, which I think is going to be just really fun. So look at me like shortcut this here. And again, super simple. It's not taking me long. Now, when you start this, it's going to look all nice and neat and everything, but then you're going to get tired of it and stop, because that's what happens in real life. Ta-da! And I'm going to put the lid on. So let me do one more. See, isn't that cute? And you could put a pretty ribbon on there if you were going to give that as a gift. And then I'll do one more. Now, check this out, guys. I'm going to tilt this one a little bit. So I'm going to be a little fancy. So I have this one that's like for muscle relaxing. And then this one is for colds. Has eucalyptus in it. And it is the prettiest blue. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it smells really good. My husband Mark loves eucalyptus, and he cannot get enough of that stuff. Tilt it. And again, my idea with this particular container, because of the way it's shaped, is I would probably put a bath bomb on top and wrap it up if I was going to give it like as a gift. And that would be super cute in my opinion. Look how cute that is. And see, this one's smaller. It didn't hold as much bath salts. I mean, I suppose I can fill it up to the top, but see? Super cute! Isn't that adorable? And it smells really good. And you can do this with any bath salts. So again, you know, especially if you're doing it for kids, you want some pretty high quality ones that don't have a lot of filler. But that would be super easy if you were getting containers from Dollar Tree, that you would be able to get some really nice bath salts for everyone and still be under $20 if that was your limit. Okay? So, super easy. Host provides all the materials and have kind of a pre-arranged limit on the price, and then everybody just chips in for the supplies, but the hostess buys everything, so it's there when everybody shows up. BYOB, $20 or less is typically what I do. And then KISS. Keep it short and simple. That way you have the most fun possible while you're doing the project, because you don't want to get bogged down in the project. It's supposed to be, you know, socializing and fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and are inspired to have your own craft and cocktails night. If you want some additional ideas of projects to do, I actually have a list of maybe 3, maybe 4 projects that are really easy to do. Some of them we've done in my group previously. So if you want a list of some additional projects you can do along with the supply list for those, shoot me a message on Messenger and I can send those over to you, and have lots of fun having your craft and cocktails night.